In the headlines, ISWAP dogged 3 humanitarian workers, security guards in Borno State. Federal government brings 9 new grounds against Nnamdi Kanu's release as Supreme Court adjourns trial till May. Nigerian First Lady Aisha Buhari seeks adequate investment in prevention of cardiovascular diseases. And on the international scene, Kenya arrests pastor over deaths at his church as court inquiry widens. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Updates. I am Martia Umar. Thank you for joining. Now the news in detail. 3 humanitarian staff working with international non-governmental organizations, Family Health International, FHI 360, have been abducted by fighters of the Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP. They were kidnapped alongside 2 security guards in Ngala local government area of Borno State. This came nearly a year after some humanitarian workers were abducted in Fatoko village near Gomboru, Ngala town. Reports say that the attackers sneaked into a guest house where the 8 workers lived around 5 a.m. and kidnapped them. Chairman of Lake Chad Region Civil Society Organizations, Ahmed Shehu, confirmed the incident. Our reporter in Maiduguri, Beatrice Kurutsi, gives us an update on the incident.
For the incident that happened in the Gomboru Ngala, where 3 humanitarian workers were kidnapped, and then 2 security guards were also taken by the terrorist group ISWAP. Yes, I talked to the police for any update. The police said the incident is confirmed, but that they are yet to receive the full details of what happened in the local government. So, and then the military too, also they are yet to respond, and the same goes to the humanitarian organization, which is FHI 360. They are yet to release a statement to make response to the kidnapping too as well. So, but for now, at the moment, now the police has confirmed the incident, and then it is yet to come out publicly to make a statement, and then because they are still investigating, and then they are still trying to get the full details, of which they said that they will get full details in the next 2 hours. So that's what we have for now.
And now to Plateau State, Jos, where residents of Farin-Laban community of Riyom local government area of the state on Wednesday blocked the Jos-Abuja highway in protest against the killing of 6 members of the community. The blockade left many travelers stranded, with many motorists seen parking their vehicles along the road, while others made U-turn to avoid being struck in traffic. Adamu Musa complete the story.
According to the spokesperson of the State Police Command, Alabo Alfred, who confirmed the incident, said the victims were ambushed late evening of Tuesday when they were returning from mining site. Alabo said the State Commissioner of Police, Bartholomew Onyeka, had since visited the affected community to sympathize with the relatives of the deceased. While commiserating with the members of the community, the Commissioner assured that the command will do everything within its power to arrest the perpetrators of the attack.
I will tell you people what I've been doing for you people here. I send security patrols, everything to this place to make sure that there is peace here. And, sometimes when something happens like this, you don't have to challenge God because you don't know how and why. We provided police. Police was within the vicinity everywhere. Look at this man. Where is this video? Look at him. He has been with you people since yesterday. He has not gone home. with the area commander. When we had information, we sent it down. But who knows that there were people in the bush when they were doing this their mining? Nobody knew. If we were aware, our men could have gone right inside that place to go and know what is happening.
The commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps in the state, Alexandra Burundi, who accompanied the police commissioner, also asked the protesters not to take laws into their hands. We are really sorry about what has happened. I believe we didn't create ourselves. It is God that created us. Whoever takes the life of someone would definitely pay for it. Both Christianity and Islam don't permit killing. We are really sorry about what has happened. Security personnel, including police and troops of Operation Safe Haven, a multi-security task force maintaining peace in the state, have been deployed to the community to restore law and order. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
Ado Musa there from Jos, now to the southeastern part of the country in Enugu State, where the Commissioner of Police in the state, Ahmed Amani, has ordered the homicide section of the state's CID and tactical squad of the command to unravel the circumstances of the murder of Dons Ude, a chieftain of All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA. The commissioner directed that the perpetrators of the heinous crime be fished out and brought to book within the shortest possible time. This is contained in a statement issued by the state's police public relations officer, Deputy Superintendent of Police Daniel Ndukwe, on Thursday in Enugu. According to him, the lifeless and decomposing body of the deceased, identified as a 2023 Enugu State governorship election aspirant under APGA, was found in a bush at 9th Mile Bypass in Udi local government area on April 25. Ndukwe said that preliminary investigation indicated that the deceased was reported to have been missing since April 22 when he left his Enugu city home in a white-colored Toyota Highlander Jeep with registration number to an undisclosed destination. No less than 83 suspected criminals have been arrested by operators of the Kano State Police Command for allegedly committing various offences. The command spokesman, Superintendent of Police Abdullahi Haruna Kiyawa, disclosed this in a press statement issued on Wednesday via his verified Facebook page. He further stated that the suspects were arrested this month between April 21 and 25 during and after the Eid al-Fitr celebration in all the 5 emirate councils of the state. According to him, the suspected criminals were apprehended with dangerous weapons, illicit drugs and stolen properties, adding that they are currently under investigation. The Supreme Court has granted leave to the federal government to bring 9 new grounds of appeal against release of pro-Biafra agitator Nnamdi Kanu. A 5-member panel led by Justice John Okoro granted the leave on Thursday while ruling on the motion by the counsel to the federal government, Tijani Ghazali. The Apex Court also granted leave to the federal government to include the 9 new grounds as part of its amended notice of appeal dated 28 October 2022. At the resumed hearing, counsel to Nnamdi Kanu Mike Ezokome informed the court of his motion seeking for bail of his client and another seeking for his transfer to the Kuje Correctional Facility to get proper medical attention, citing his failing health at the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. And he also prayed for an accelerated hearing of the matter. The court subsequently fixed May 11 for a hearing on the pending motion and the main appeal. The Kano State High Court, presided over by Justice Mariam Sabo, MNI, has granted permission to slam the order of mandamus on Kano Attorney General Musa Abdullahi Lawal to formally charge House of Representatives Majority Leader Al-Hassan Adodogwa in an alleged case of murder. The court accepted the prayers of one of the state retired Chief Magistrate Montari Garba Dandogo to apply for an order of mandamus seeking to compel Lawal to immediately file a charge against Dogwa and his other conspirators. The court gave the order upon an ex parte application by counsel to The applicant, Barrister Y.A. Sharif, the court adjourned the case to 12 May 2023 for the hearing of the motion on notice. When contacted, Abdullahi said the Kano State Ministry of Justice is still waiting for the Nigerian Police Force to complete the investigation and bring back the case file. And away from legal matters, the redesign the major denominations of Nigeria's currency seems to be scarce amongst some of the Nigerian users in circulation, and this follows the reintroduction of the old notes into circulation. Chamun Debeng speaks to Nigerians to find out how often they get to see the old 1,000 naira, 500 and 200 naira notes. The report.
And 200 naira notes were reinstated following an order by the Supreme Court, which extended the deadline to December 31st. Now, the order came as a result of a debilitating naira scarcity, which hit the nation hard and made life difficult for many Nigerians. The Central Bank of Nigeria, in a bid to reduce excess money in circulation, redesigned Nigeria's major denominations. However, since the reinstatement of the old notes, the new notes seem to be disappearing with each passing day.
I don't even see it again. You go to the bank, you go to the ATM, and now I'm going to the ATM. Yesterday I went to the ATM. There's no new note. It's only old one we're seeing.
I was thinking you want to give me some of the new ones. I've not seen.
When the naira came out newly, it was a little bit scarce. You can only get 1,500.
The new one not there anywhere now. People are saying that 1 out of 50 pieces of ordinary 200 naira because the money no plenty now. 1 out of 300 pieces now, Baba Buhari go print come. They share them, the thing no come reach. So now you make them.
The scarcity of the redesigned 1,500 and 200 naira notes has left many worried that they may be a repeat naira crunch ahead of the December 31st deadline.
So I don't think it's true. It's not going to. It's not the deadline of the December is not going to happen.
The cashiers, they say it's only the old ones they are bringing to them from CBN. And I don't have an account with CBN to go there and look for new ones.
It's just like when the naira note, the new one came out, they were like, we should stop using the other one. Later, they changed their mind. So we hope so.
They won't put deadline when they never print money. Say that 300 pieces, never go anywhere. In the talk of deadline, let them print money. If they print money, when money come, then they go share and everybody go get new one.
Nigerians also complained about the state of the old naira notes, with some describing them as old, torn, or falling apart. The Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele had earlier asked Nigerians to be patient, stating that the new naira notes would soon be available and easily accessible to Nigerians. Chamun Debeng, Trust TV News, Abuja.
You're watching Trust TV News updates. Still to come. Youths demand opportunities in digital economy. Details of this report and more after the break. Do stay with us.
Now, as part of efforts to support Africa's goal of strengthening...
Now, looking at the activity chart, as you can see right here, a total volume of 130...
Created a Boko Haram crisis that at that time was restricted to Yobe.
How secured are they? You can see security men with blood.
This is the road leading up to the...
Already, if you look at English squad, you are looking at EPL, you are looking at their names. You are not looking at...
Nigeria. Year after year, they have informed, educated, and entertained us. When you needed information, knowledge, or an escape.
From generation to generation, the Nigerian broadcasting industry has worked tirelessly to serve you.
And now, this service will finally be recognized.
Come May 17th this year, broadcasters all over Nigeria will gather at the Hotel and Suites for the maiden edition of the Nigerian Broadcasting Awards, an award ceremony set to reward hard work and excellence in the broadcast media. Voting starts on 20th April and ends on 4th May 2023. Visit www.tnbawards.ng to vote now. They've served and they're still serving. It's time we say thank you. This award is organized by the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria, Bonn.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the news updates on Trust TV. A reminder of our top stories. We told you that ISWAP abducted 3 humanitarian workers and security guards in Borno State. And the federal government brings 9 new grounds against Nnamdi Kanu's release as Supreme Court adjourns a trial till May. And moving on to other stories, First Lady Aisha Buhari has called for adequate investment in treatment and prevention of cardiovascular diseases in the country. She made the call on Wednesday when she received beneficiaries of a free heart surgery at Presidential Villa Abuja. The beneficiaries were at the villa on a thank you visit to the First Lady for her assistance. The First Lady also expressed her desire to continue collaboration with other development partners in the health sector towards providing the necessary care to children of underprivileged families in Nigeria. The Chief Medical Director of Federal Medical Center, Jabi Saad Ahmed, expressed gratitude to the First Lady for the partnership with the Italian surgeons, where expertise were shared during the operation.
Received to provide free heart surgeries and interventions to Nigerians in need of such care. Through my organization, the Aisha Buhari Foundation and Future Assured, we are able to partner with an international heart surgery team led by Professor Opido, an Italian, as well as the Federal Medical Center Jabi, the Cedar Crest and Cardio Hospitals to provide this help, which we believe will bring succor to some of those in need of such services. We thank God. Today we are able to celebrate together the success we are able to achieve, as I've been informed that all the patients who were treated and discharged have fully recovered.
Like Claire said, this is Future Assured in play. We have seen it physically playing out here. These children, some of them tomorrow will be doctors, will be nurses, some will be president of this country, and just name it. So these are the great resources that we have in this country. You have actually put in a lot in giving them a very bright future. We thank you so much for having confidence in us at Federal Medical Center by bringing the other resource from Italy. They joined forces, and today we are here celebrating the good life these people.
The unemployment rate in Nigeria continues to rise. Youths in the country are demanding opportunities in digital economy. The youths are calling on government at all levels to take actions to tackle unemployment to encourage young persons to stay and thrive in the country. Hamid Oyegbade has the report.
According to the National Bureau of Statistics, the national unemployment rate in Nigeria increased from 23.1% in 2018 to 33.3% in 2020. NBS estimates that this rate has increased to 37.7% in 2022 and will rise further to 40.6% in 2023. Youths in the country are calling on government to provide them with opportunities to tap into the digital economy.
Things are now done digitally. We youth can gainfully employ and engage in the use of the internet to scale and upscale our career. Some people have been utilized, some of us have been utilizing it to develop our careers.
Okay, I want the government to put more effort by creating enough job opportunity for Nigerian youth, because we have a lot of youth out there that are jobless. And they are idle, and you know, they said the devil used the idle person.
How the government can help is by providing platforms for youth to attain these digital skills, to learn these skills, and not just learn, also provide them an opportunity to practice what they have learned.
Meanwhile, the United Nations Children Fund, in collaboration with National Orientation Agency, is supporting youths with training on digital platforms to earn legitimate income.
We see a lot of resilience from young people. They are very creative, they are very innovative. But I think one of the things that we need to really ensure that these young people are ready is empower them, provide them with the tools, give them the necessary support, both financial and capacity development, to ensure that whatever they are doing, they are productive.
They should be focused and know that the opportunity is here. And there's so many technical opportunities too, especially on social media. Social media is not necessarily for negative things like Yahoo and stuff like that.
UNICEF called on media to raise awareness on opportunities available for youth on digital platforms and amplify their voices to attract government attention so that policymakers will take necessary actions in addressing unemployment in the country. Amid Oyegbade, Trust TV News.
Now in business, the African Development Bank AFDB and the Japan International Cooperation Agency GICA have signed a $350 million loan to enhance private sector assistance initiative, a component of Japan's official development assistance to Africa. In August 2022, at the 8th Tokyo International Conference on African Development in Tunis, the parties signed the fifth version of the EPSA $4 billion. The signing ceremony for the private sector concessional loan occurred at GICA's headquarters in Tokyo between GICA President Tanaka Akihiko and AFDB's President Akiwumi Additional. Additional is in Japan to discuss investment opportunities in Africa with senior government officials, large Japanese companies, development partners, parliamentarians, and the African Diplomatic Corps. The GICA's president said the loan represented a crucial step in Japan's effort to work with AFDB to support Africa. And now, on the international scene, Kenya's authorities said Thursday had arrested another pastor over suspected deaths at its church as police arrested widening an investigation following dozens of deaths linked to a cult leader. Ezekiel Odero, the head of the New Life Prayer Center in church, was arrested in the coastal town of Malindi following allegations of the deaths that have been occurring at his premises, said Rhoda Onyancha, the government commissioner for the region. Police have not connected him to Paul McKenzie, the alleged cult leader on the investigation for the deaths of 98 people linked to his church and also based in the coastal region. Odero, dressed in his signature all-white garb and clutching a Bible, was transferred from Malindi to the regional police headquarters in Mombasa for questioning, while the televangelist who draws huge crowds, his church south of Malindi, can sit 40,000 people. Odara claims that holy scraps of cloth sold at his mega rallies can heal sickness. And now in sports, at Golden Eagles, and head coach Nduka Ugbade has revealed that his team's ambition ahead of the start of 2023 African Under-17 Cup of Nations in Algeria. The competition will start on Saturday, with the Golden Eagles among the 12 countries that will battle for the ultimate prize and World Cup ticket. The two-time champions arrived Algeria on Sunday after a trip to Germany was aborted due to logistical challenges. And that brings us to the end of the news update at this hour. For more, you can follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Martia Umar. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.